Hey guys, it's your girl, Chef AC, Bougie Chef from Eat Your Heart Out Catering, lip gloss poppin'. So, I told you all that I was going to start doing my YouTube channel. So, this is my second video for my YouTube channel. I will be uploading it to Facebook. I want you guys to actually start watching my YouTube channel. So, today I am going to do potato salad. This potato salad, y'all, is going to be popping with flavor. It's not going to be big chunks of potatoes and eggs. It's going to be so delicious. Y'all are going to love it. My children love potato salad. And hey, I'm doing a barbecue. So with the barbecue, why not have potato salad? Like, who doesn't have potato salad? I used to stick away from doing potato salad because it's just a lot of work into it. You got to peel the potatoes, you got to dice the potatoes, you got to do this, you got to do that. But having a barbecue, so why not do potato salad? So the ingredients I have quite naturally is the potatoes. I got them diced. They're in the pot right now. A couple of eggs, which is in the pot right now. We have salt. We have paprika. We have onion powder, garlic powder, regular yellow mustard, sweet relish. We have a half of a onion, celery, and then we have this Mexican mayonnaise, which is really pretty delicious. So the first thing that we're going to do is we let these potatoes boil. I kind of pre-did that so it won't take so long with the video. So we're going to drain these potatoes, get these eggs and cold water to peel, and let these potatoes cool down. So let me come on over here to my pot, y'all. So when you're boiling, as you guys see, not big chunks. And you want to have it to where it's squeezable. Not too squeezable, but squeezable enough. And you can take your fork and just kind of squeeze it. That's how you know. And you got your eggs in here. And I boiled everything together to make it easier. So when you're boiling your potatoes, you can put your eggs in there. Once it comes to a complete boil, then 10 minutes after that, everything should be done. So now, what we're going to do is I'm going to take these eggs out first. Let me get me a spoon here. And I did 3 eggs. You can do as many eggs as to your liking. You know, everybody likes something different. Pull these eggs up out of here. And we're going to run cold water over these eggs. So they can start cooling down. Then, this pot is part of the red copper pot selection. Pretty dope pot. Pop those back. Put this top on here, this lid on here like this. Snap it back. Guess what, y'all? I don't have to put the potatoes in the strainer. I can just drain it right here. So come on over here and watch me drain these potatoes. Both ends can drain. Any type of pasta, anything you got, you can use this pot for. This pot is super neat. As you all can see, I got my eggs running under that cold water right there. That's going to make them easier for peeling later. You want to make sure you get all this water out of here. Still a lot of water still up in there. I just kind of go back and forth a little bit so, you know, make sure I get it all out. Looks like I got all the water. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this, I'm going to get a back. We're going to put it right here because before I mix the potatoes, I want to let them cool a little bit because we don't want the mayonnaise and stuff to break. What I did also do is, as I did my potatoes, I did rinse them a couple of times. As I peeled them, I put them in water. Then I rinsed them because you get all the starch. And then I rinsed them a second time. So look at these potatoes, y'all. Awesome. So while I'm waiting for these potatoes to cool, I'm going to let that cool down. We're going to go over here and we're going to dice up 1 onion. That's a half an onion. I'm probably going to go half of that half because I don't like a whole lot of onion. But onion does give it a good substance and flavor with a little bit of celery. My family is big on potato salad. They make some very awesome potato salad. My mother made awesome potato salad. My grandmother makes awesome potato salad. And my Auntie Jackie makes awesome potato salad. The funny thing about it is, the potato salad that my Auntie Jackie and my grandmother make, I do not know what they put in it. All I know is they put celery in it. My grandmother diced that stuff up so small and so little, like when you taste it, you can't figure out what's in it, but it is so delicious. She don't know though, y'all. But when I be eating that potato salad, I be like, I'm gonna get the recipe for that one, or I'm gonna have to wait and see if Auntie Jackie give it to me. So I don't like a whole lot of celery in it, so I'm just doing one celery stalk, and I cut off the ends. You could have saved the top for garnishing if you like. You could save this piece to eat. You're just gonna cut them in a few strips. Because like I said, I like it small, so I'm gonna cut them small. I don't like big clumps of nothing. That's why I think that's why people be turned off and say, well, I don't like, you know, this and I don't like that. I don't like onions and I don't like, because I think you don't want to be chomping down on that. Like, who wants to be chomping down on that? This is still a little big. I'm going to go actually smaller than that, y'all. I'm going to do what is called a rough chop.
Okay.
So we're going to keep on chopping this down, y'all. Like so. Be careful with your fingers. You always want to use what is called the knuckle, because if your knuckle is on the knife, you know where your fingers are at. So now I'm going to go back because I want this smaller, and I'm just going to hold the end of my knife, and I'm just going to go around like so. You all need to make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel. Reshare with your family and friends. I do have a few videos on there that you all might be interested in. Let's cut this down a little bit more. I'm going to have an intro video to who I am. I am Chef AC, Bougie Chef, Eat Your Heart Out Catering. I do Tasty Tuesdays on Tuesdays. I also do meal plans. So if you're interested in personal meal plans, they're $12. And I just do like my little cooking segment as I call them. Not trying to get rich or anything. I just think it's fun to cook. And I don't mind teaching people what I know. We're just going to keep cutting this because I just want it a little bit smaller. I know people probably saying, well, how much smaller do you want it? I just want it a little bit smaller. I don't want no big pieces. I don't want people crunching down on celery like, girl. But, yeah, potato salad is one of the major things that you have when you're doing a barbecue. You know, you have your hot sides and then you have your cold sides. So potato salad kind of falls in those cold sides. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to find a bowl or something to put it in. So we're just going to scoop it up and we're just going to put it up in here. You can also, if you're planning a barbecue, you can also do something like a macaroni salad, which is really good for and pretty clever for barbecues. And also you can do crab salad. Now we're going to do the onion. So I'm not going to do all of this onion because, again, we want a small pieces, so we don't want a whole lot of onion. So people tend to always want to cut the onion like this. That's incorrect. If you look, onion has lines. At least get a close up of those lines. Those lines. So you want to cut your onion on those lines. For your initial cuts. That's probably about enough onion for this. Because we're going to put onion powder in it too. We don't want to onion you out too much. And just kind of go across. Same difference. Come back here, do the same thing. Few you all can find me on Twitter. I'm lady_chef. IG, I am chef_AC1. Obviously, somebody else got the same initials as me. And on Facebook, you can find me at Eat Your Heart Out Catering by Chef AC or Anita Chapman. So we're going to take this and we're just going to add it with the celery. So we're still waiting for those potatoes to kind of cool down some. If you have time, let your potatoes cool down for about 20 minutes. We don't have time for this today for 20 minutes. So next we're going to do these eggs. Come on over here to the sink, Elisa's eggs. So eggs are much easier peeled when they're underwater, running water. You see how it peels so easily? Easy. Bam, I always rinse them. If it break on you, it's okay. Because it's going to break. At the end of the day, you're going to break it anyway. I'll put that back up and then get out in a few more minutes. Hey, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Rinse it off. Rinse it off. Let's see if we can get this one back cracking a little bit. Let me see. Again, if the egg break on you, it's okay. It's not a big deal because you're going to cut it up anyway. I did lose a lot of egg in that shell. I don't know what I did wrong on that one, but it's all good. So we're going to rinse it. And we're going to bring it back over here to our pot. And hopefully it has cooled down enough for me to go ahead and start mixing it. So again, you want your potatoes to where they, see how I smashed them like that? You don't want them mush. You don't want them so soft that they're mashed potatoes, but you want them soft enough. Depending on how you like your potato salad, you can leave your potatoes like this as a diced and add all your ingredients in it, or you can give them a gentle mash like I'm about to do. So you can do it with a fork, or you can do it with a whisk, and you just kind of give it a little swirl. At least you're getting this.
Yep.
Just a little swirl, not a big swirl, just a little swirl. Just a little swirl. And like I said, I'm having a barbecue tomorrow. I know y'all like, why she making the potatoes today? The reason why I'm doing them today is potato salad is one of those things where once the seasonings seep in them and marinate in them and just be up in there chilling, it always tastes better. No different than spaghetti. Spaghetti is good the first day you make it, but eat your spaghetti the next day. Because all the seasons have settled in it. So we're just going to mush this just a little bit more. Not a whole lot more. Just a little bit more. Because you still want to have like your chunks. We want to make sure all of them is at least mushed up a little bit. And then we're going to get our egg. You can dice up your egg any way you want to. I'm just going to do a rough cut of my egg. You know, you put it back on a cutting board and cut it up if you want to. To each his own. To each his own. I like egg. I hope my guests at my barbecue tomorrow, I hope they like egg, because it's going to be a nice amount of egg in here. Some people like deviled egg potato salad. And deviled egg potato salad is just basically making, like if you're making the deviled egg. So you will actually take the yolk out and mix it like you're making a regular deviled egg. And then you'll just mix it into the mixture. And then add your egg whites. Unlike how we're doing the yolk and everything right here. So you dice that on up. Cut that on up. Rough chop. It's like a rough chop for you. I will cut some of these big ones down. You know, some people like to cut like that. You know, like I said, you can chop it up. Whatever's convenient for you. Whatever floats your boat. Let's do one more. Tomorrow, I will be boiling a couple of eggs to put on top of it. Just for garnishment and decorations, you know. Make it look pretty. Nothing spectacular. Make sure you go all the way through, but be careful not to cut yourself. If you don't trust yourself cutting with a knife like that, bust out that cutting board and get it cracking. Trust me, I done cut off a thumb before. I done cut myself many times. I'm kind of immune to it, but and burn myself. Well, sometimes it's not really a good look. Okay. Then we're gonna add our paprika. That's all. This is a one teaspoon. Our onion powder, our garlic powder. Let me wash my hands really quick. So before we add our relish, our sweet relish, and our mustard in, we're gonna add our mayonnaise. This is actually pretty good, y'all. Some people like Miracle Whip. I like Miracle Whip too. I wouldn't put mayonnaise on a sandwich because that's not what I like, but Miracle Whip is what I like. But I noticed that potato salad tastes better when you use, mayonnaise, and this stuff is really good. Sometimes people use this and add sugar and don't do relish. Everything's always a taste. So, we're not going to add a lot of it. We're just going to do it probably about a half a cup of it. So let's stir this up and see what this do. I don't want to mess with it too much because we don't want, like I said, we don't want to have mashed potatoes. Use a fork. The fork kind of keeps it fluff. Just keep mixing it in, rotating it in. It's still kind of hot, y'all, so the effect is a little different because it's still hot. Add a little more of the mayonnaise in there. This is when you start just kind of doing everything to taste. Consistency. If you want a looser potato salad, some people like it loose. I don't know why. You just add more mayonnaise to it. Now we're gonna add our mustard. Yellow mustard gives it color. It also gives it a little tangy twist to it. And then the relish actually helps sweeten it a little bit so you don't have that. Because sometimes mayonnaise can be a little sour. So you could add the relish to it. You don't have to add the relish to it if you don't want to. It's all personal preference. You don't have to add the mustard to it too. If you don't like mustard, you don't have to add the mustard to it, or you can just add a little bit. Like I said, the mustard gives it a little tangy taste. It makes it so it's not so white. Give it a little yellow flair to it. I actually got that from my mom. My mom used to make potato salad, and she used to put the mustard in it. Then we want to add our celery and onions to it. I'll keep giving it a mix around. Oh, somebody's still popping fireworks. Don't they realize 4th of July is over? Okay, so let me get a spoon and let me start tasting it. Okay, so let's see what it tastes like, y'all. Okay, so I know y'all wondering why I didn't put the salt in there. The reason why I didn't put the salt in there is because sometimes the mayonnaise can be real salty. And I want to taste it first. So I am going to put the salt in there now. And I'm going to add some black pepper. I like to use the cracked black pepper. Tastes good. Just mix this up. Go ahead and add the rest of this in here. It's a lot of flavors going on in here, y'all, but trust me, it's going to be so delicious. Onion brings out the flavor. Paprika brings out the flavor. It's delicious. I'm gonna go get me another spoon so I can try it again. Y'all, it is delicious. Y'all don't even know what y'all missing. It's so delicious. Please make sure you all, so here you have the finished product, the potato salad. Make sure you all follow me on Facebook. Make sure you all follow me on IG. Make sure you all follow my YouTube page. This is Bougie Chef, Chef AC. Eat Your Heart Out Catering by Chef AC. Lip gloss popping. Have a good night, y'all. Stay tuned to my next video.